What's good, everybody? This is your boy Jagging Off the Go to Jags YouTube. Not for the Bowl City Duval be in the fucking building yet again. Okay, so we're on to draft talk, and today what I'm gonna do, give you a first round pick wish list for me. I'm gonna tell you five guys who I would like to see the Jaguars take with their first round pick, whether they stay at 24, trade up or down, whatever. Just five guys I would really, one of these five I would love to see the Jags draft this year. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to get one that a lot of people have out of the way real quick, and he's not on the list, and I'm going to be honest, I don't want to draft this guy, and that's Michael Mayer. Not so much that he's a bad player or anything. I actually think he's pretty decent, but the thing is, we have Evan Ingram. I think if we don't get a long-term deal done, the franchise tag is the thing. Like, a first-round pick on a tight end right now is something I don't think we need to do. Like, they already said they're working out negotiations with him, and if it falls apart at least for this year, they can franchise tag Evan Ingram because nobody else on the free agent list is really worthy of the franchise tag. But and if you can only work it out for this year, the whole tight end class in general just isn't impressive to me. And Brock Bowers is coming out next year, who is somebody like I've been wanting the Jags to draft for a long time. So I'd at least franchise tag Evan Ingram and then, wait on that. Michael Mayer's really not that game changer in the passing game that we're kind of missing. So yeah, I don't want to draft Michael Mayer. But now let's get on to the list. At number five, I have Cam Smith, the cornerback from South Carolina. And if you saw this latest episode of Awkward Silence, which is available to watch on my channel, Master Nicky the Draft say add the Jaguars trading down and us drafting him. I like this guy. And he's huge. He's fucking 6'4", which is big for a corner. Great ball skills, very aggressive, which I like. And I think if Doug Peterson got a hold of this guy, I think he could turn into our good complement between Williams and Tyson Campbell. So I think he is only limited to playing the outside, so Darius Williams would have to go back in the slot. But I think that's kind of a move worthy of doing, especially since, what's Darius Wilson in the second year of his third-year contract, so he'd have, 1 year left after this. It's a good start to plan for the future. So, Cam Smith, number five. Number four, I have Keely Ringo, the cornerback out of Georgia. I love this guy. This guy, put on tape of him, does everything well. Great in coverage, great tackler. Also another big guy for a corner, 6'2". Won a national championship with Georgia, and both along with Cam Smith, they play in the SEC, so they're seeing the best competition in college football, which will prepare them for the NFL. The other thing I like about him, very versatile, can play the slot and can play the outside. Definitely up there. Wouldn't be, and 6'2", again, big for a corner, so not mad at that one either. Now this next one, you might want to sit down for this. Matter of fact, lay down, because who I'm about to mention here, number three, goes against pretty much all my logic over the years for when I pick for when it comes to players I want to draft for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So get ready for this one. At number three, I have Osiris Torrance, the guard out of Florida. Yes, I'm having the Jaguars draft a Florida Gator, which I don't like, and using a first-round pick on an interior offensive lineman. Something else I don't like. But there's logic behind this. Really, the Gators thing is their defense, because every defensive player we get from Florida ends up being some shit, and it's mainly just because the scheme doesn't work for certain guys. However, offense kind of does, and the last time we spent a high draft pick on a first round pick, but the last time we spent a high draft pick on an offensive lineman for Florida worked out pretty damn good for us, and we'll see if he's still here after this year with Jawan Taylor. But O'Cyrus Torrence is by far the best guard in this draft. And biggest shit, 6'5", 350 pounds. Just, the time of watching this guy, just opens up holes in the running game. Pretty good pass blocker. And the other thing, it fits into the Jaguars. See, we have Ben Barch, who's coming into a contract year, and we don't know what the fuck we have him because he's either injured or was splitting time with or like his rookie year was splitting time with goddamn it, AJ Cann. So we really don't know if this guy is in the future plans or not. And there's not a whole lot of film of him to go off of. And I love Brandon Sheriff, but he's going to be 32 next year, and he's only under contract for 3 years. So, and he's making a lot of money, and there's a potential out in his deal next year. So, he could potentially be a cap casualty not this coming season, but the following season. Also, we have a superstar quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, and really a superstar running back in Travis Etienne, who are the two main cogs of our offense. Protect your goddamn investment. So this pick to me, like I said, usually don't like taking linemen in the first round, but as far down as this pick is, and the fact that there's not really a lot of good interior lineman prospects past him, I think this move would actually make a lot of sense. So, if O'Cyrus Torrence gets his name called on draft day for the Jags, I will not be disappointed at all. For once, with it being a Gators player and a fucking offensive lineman. All right, number 2. This is kind of unlikely territory. We probably have to trade up to get him, but Joey Porter Jr. I fucking love this guy. He is my number one prospect for cornerbacks. 6'2", Penn State guy, just is everything you would want in a cornerback. Him and fucking Tyson Campbell, I think, would be monsters together. I can't say enough good things about this kid. I really want to, if he somehow falls to 24, we better run the goddamn card up to the podium. I'm honestly all for trading up to getting him. So that would be definitely ideal. Finally coming in at number 1, I realize how unlikely this is, but I'm gonna say it. Quentin Johnston, the wide receiver from TCU. 6'4", athletic as fuck, by far the best receiver in this draft. Unfortunately, unless we trade up, I think he's going to be gone. I don't think he's getting past either Trashville or Houston, because both of them need receivers in the worst way. And why I would want another receiver is simple. Marvin Jones is gone. He's not going to get re-signed. Let's be real about that one. Christian Kirk and Zay Jones are fine. I like Christian Kirk a lot, but he's a slot receiver. And Calvin Ridley's coming back, but the thing to keep in mind with Calvin Ridley, he's been away from football for 2 years. We don't know what we're going to have in him. We don't know it's a high risk, low risk, high reward thing, depending on, his incentive. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad we traded for him, but at the same time, you don't know for certain. And he's only under contract for a year. And even if let's say Calvin Ridley and Quentin Johnston both work out, and you got to trade and you got to resign Ridley, it'll be the final year of Zay Jones's contract, and he'll be movable. So kind of like with Torrance, it's an investment for Trevor Lawrence. He is a superstar quarterback and needs the best talent around him. And really, we don't have that unless it is Calvin Ridley. We don't have that guy that can go on the outside and take the top off of defense. Quentin Johnston solves that and is a great insurance policy to make sure, Trevor's got what he needs to get the fucking job done as far as receivers are concerned. All right. That's it. That's all, people. Those are my 5 prospects. Number 1, Quentin Johnston. Number 2, Joey Porter Jr. Number 3, Osiris Torrance. Number 4, Keely Ringo. And number 5, Cam Smith. Let me know who you guys want, and maybe I'll watch some more film on them. But until then, it's been your boy Jagging Off. Go Jags. Duval till I die. And I'm going.